Hi, Evan Pantazi. I'm still here in Tenerife. Today I wanted to talk to you about innovations. Kyusho International, we've been working on innovations right from the beginning of our studies in Kyusho. Innovations like fancier techniques like doing a leg scissors on a person and knocking them out midair in the early days. Then we went on to boxing back in 1990s, somewhere in there. And then we were the first to do the ground grappling, the first to do knife attacks and knife defenses, knife fighting, and healing. Again, first to really delve into that as a Kyusho basis, not as an acupuncture basis. So early on, I mean, in the early 90s, we really did a lot to innovate. We developed the sparring with the Kyusho. We worked with multi-stage combatives, taking it from the sparring aspect, developing into the clinch, down to the ground, and working it from there. And then from that aspect, we went into multi-man combat. And not just standing two ukis up and hitting one guy, then walking over to the other guy, or have one guy come in and attack, and then the other guy attack, having mass attacks and how to deal with that. Then we went into intimacy, and people got all sorts of crazy, thinking, okay, well, now we're gone off the deep end, we're talking about sex. But the intimacy is far beyond that. What it is a slow, methodical exploration of the body and learning the muscle groups and where the tendons insert into the bone and the joints. And that's the intimacy. Yes, it was packaged a little different, so people would be interested and pick up on it and develop it. So that's where we were aiming with that. And then we got into the drills, whether it be speed drills, just all sorts of drills, just to get the hands acclimated at speed and motion with more details. And we developed the curriculum, another innovation, developed a business plan, so anybody that was interested in developing a group and developing their skill could develop a group much more efficiently and effectively, retain that group, and develop higher skills because of that. So these are all these innovations that we had, but it didn't stop there. We pushed beyond what was normal in the Kyusho, and you can see that. I mean, most people are doing standing knockouts, and sometimes they'll do a knockout here and a knockout on this guy. Very few innovations. Again, we came up with the compressions, how to do non-concussive Kyusho attacks and knockouts. From there, we developed into the seizing, which was the basis of the 6G hands, developed from the Bubishi, and also the blood nerve attacks of recent days. And the iron shirt, working with the iron shirt. Nobody did that. And it wasn't just that those gimmicks where you stand on stage and you put a spear in your neck and you bend the spear. Not that kind of iron shirt. We're talking about concussives and compressive iron shirts for combative use. And from there we've done, and before that, we were well into the medical studies and the brain studies. We didn't just rest on our laurels. We've been innovating from day one. And a couple of these video clips that I'm interspersing between the speech will help you understand that we were the innovators, okay? And without these innovations, Kyusho would have been a lost art, because there's a lot of people that just don't believe in the pressure points, and they shouldn't, because they're not real apparatus of Kyusho. And again, I keep harping on this point, but it's an important one. If you stay with the pressure points, you're going to be affecting the fascia, you're going to be affecting the muscles. Yes, there are results. You want better results, you want better skill, you want a better ability in a real combative situation. You better start studying the anatomy, the nerves, the blood vessels, the organs, the muscle, spindle cells, the Golgi tendon organs. And I know the pressure point guys go, yeah, I know the Golgi tendon organ. They don't know muscle spindle cells. And let's face it, the tendons are a small amount of the human body. Muscles cover the whole entire body. And so if you're only stuck on the one, you're missing out a huge opportunity. Same thing with the nerves. Same thing with the blood vessels. They're everywhere. You just have to target them right with the right tools and the right trajectories. So there's some thoughts on the innovations that we've come up with over the years, and we're not done, because what we let out to the public is just a small portion of what we have available. Our higher levels train it, and what you see in the videos on YouTube, what you see in the videos that we put out, small pieces of the whole puzzle. We're very combative in nature. We work realistically. We do not just stand and hit and experiment. Those are tutorials for the videos, so you can actually pick up on the principles and the methodologies, but then putting them into combatives, that's what our curriculum's about. And that's what we don't really release to the public, because the public is not ready for it yet. It's something that they're going to have to work for, because you're going to have to figure out what the structures are and the correct ways to access them and get the results you want in the standing applications, far beyond putting it in real combatives. But when you're ready for that level of skill, you know where to find us. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Thumbs up. Take care.